Welcome back, everybody. My name is Mike, and I'm here with Bespoken to talk to you about a budget banging bottle. Let's get into it, all right? All right, guys. So today I've got a bottle I did not think I was going to get my hands on. We are in North Carolina, the tortured state of the Union, and I hadn't even known it was out, quite honestly, in our area. I knew it got released nationally. However, today we're going to be talking about a little bit of Benchmark Rye. There it is. You see that? I like it. Thing I noticed quickly, and I don't have any other benchmarks in my collection at the time other than this one, but it says distilled and aged by McAfee Brothers, and then at the bottom there's a little part that says Buffalo Trace Distillery. I do obviously know Benchmark is Buffalo Trace. The interesting part is they put it on the front of the label. It looks like it is a relatively new label design. Keeps a lot of the themes of the old one, but it's actually embossed. I don't know if it comes out on camera, but it's got a foil on this as well. The word Benchmark, the McAfee Brothers, Bold Spice are raised. Even on the neck tag, it is raised up. And the little bottom, it says the rye, Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, 50% alcohol by volume, 100 proofer. And the nice thing about this is it's a liter. So at first I thought, well, this is probably the early times bottle. And they're just taking some old shelf stuff because it's about a liter, very similar in composition and design. But it's got a bit more of a flare right here on this ring than the early times does. Very, very, very similar, however. But it would stand to reckon they'd have some of these bottles around because of the bottling of the early times. And maybe this is why early times got switched to the Benchmark bottle, and the Benchmark Rye is in a liter bottle. Kind of it stands out alone. This bottle here, $17 for a liter, and it's a rye. So obviously ryes are not my biggest thing, but I'm getting into that kick a little bit more lately. The nice thing about this rye is it's a Buffalo Trace. You can't go wrong with that. So I've got a little mini Glen because I'm just doing a mini pours. I've got some work to do tonight, but I didn't want to sit on this one too long because I was, surprised to find it. And I wanted to bring it out to everybody else. I know Sazerac's got the 100 proof now. I have not tried that one yet. I did just receive a sample of the 125 proof, the one that's been getting a lot of rave on the out into the internet just because of how well it competes with even Thomas H. Handy, which is BTAC. So very, very, very eager to try that. But I got to work on filming my sample bottles and give credit where credit's due. So here you guys can see, this is my little mini Glen, my wee Glen. And it's, I'll tell you what, for being just a regular straight rye, it's got some decent legs on it. The nose, I get a lot of that traditional rye spice, a little bit of mint. I don't get too much dill on it. But overall, to me, the nose is not one that I would say, oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to like this one. There are some ryes out there that do nose like that for me, but not this one. I was excited when I cracked the bottle. This has been sitting in the Glen now for probably about 8-10 minutes. So let's get into it, all right? Let's see how this one tastes. Not a lot of complexity. It does not drink 100 proof at all. Get a little bit of that like tongue tingle right on the tip from the mid palate, and then it also lingers on the tip of your tongue just a little bit. It's not a crazy viscous mouth feel whatsoever. I would say it's a little thin, just showing its age. But the flavor is outstanding. It's a very easy sipping whiskey that I wouldn't feel bad at $18, excuse me, $17 before taxes mixing in, say, an old fashioned. I think this would hold up well because I get a lot of those traditional rye notes that I do like. They're not as pronounced as, say, my Still Austin cask strength rye is, but they're there. They're just younger, you know. In this case, most likely proof down because it's not cask strength. It's just sitting over there at 100. It does not say on this bottle, however, anything about being bottled in bond. Just it is no age statement, no mash bill, just like a typical Buffalo Trace. But I will say, for what it is, I think this is a good one to keep around on the shelf. I mean, at the time of this filming, gas prices are close to $4 a gallon for the 87 in our area. And yes, I know to my California friends, that's probably nothing. But for North Carolinians, we were paying not even $3 as recently as, gosh, probably late last year. So, yep, every dollar counts. And if I can save a couple bucks on my sipping juice so that I can make my car juice go a little further, a little faster, then that's what I'm going to have to do until this economy gets straightened out. So, where's it rate on the bespoken scale? This is an easy one all day. To me, $17, great price point for a liter. You know, Buffalo Trace could have easily gone to a 700 milliliter route like every other major distiller starting to, but they didn't. They knew where they were aiming for with this budget, and I'm not mad I got it. I'll definitely back this one up for the price point. So I gotta say, this is on the bespoken scale. This is easily a $25 bottle. So that would be its rating. It's definitely punching above its price category. I'm not mad if I saw this in an uncontrolled state sitting on the shelf at $20. It's a buy all day. I'm not upset if I throw $20 after a terrible bottle. I've spent, unfortunately, far more on far worse pours. So yeah, absolutely. If you are exploring rye, if you need an approachable rye and you don't want to spend premium prices, and you are okay with that 100 proof versus, say, the standard Sazerac 90 proof, give this one a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It has some sweetness in there, which I appreciate, especially having it be a rye. It's not all spice bomb. And yeah, cheers, y'all. Enjoy. If you can find this, it is definitely worth it. Yeah. All day. Easy buy. That said, stay safe, drink responsibly, care about your friends, check in on them, and be good to one another.